Let's take a quick tour of a variety of Stratocaster type guitar options that are available to you. Just about all of these are at a pretty good budget range. We had a couple that cost a little bit more. We'll talk about those. Why don't we go kind of lower price and work our way up? So we're going to start, actually, I think we're going to start down here with the Fesley. The FST 100 is their Stratocaster copy that's got a lot of really nice features. You see the 3-plier pick guard. We have a single coil humbucker, a nice 6-point vintage trem down here, your standard volume tone 5-way switch, the classic Stratocaster shape. The frets are done really nice. I think it's a synthetic wood fretboard, although I thought they called it Purple Heart in the description. You get a ton of guitar for the money because you're not paying for the Fender brand name. Also, not the Fender brand name specifically. Let's talk about two Squiers, the Sonic and the Affinity. Sonic is the lower price version. It's got a lot of the same things you saw on the Fesley. We see, although you can get a single humbucker, this is 3 singles. This happens to be the hardtail version, so you take out that moving tremolo, which is going to make your tuning stability a little bit better. The same volume tone 5-way switch output jack, same Stratocaster body shape in a very budget-oriented package. I think only the Debut series is more budget friendly than the Sonic. You do get some pretty good upgrades, like a little thicker body, a little better hardware on this versus the Debut. Here with the Affinity, we get some upgraded hardware. The tuners may be a little bit better. We've got a little better fretwork all the way down. The body's a little bit thicker, closer to what you find on a Fender. This one is a single. You can get one with a humbucker there. The 6-point vintage tremolo, 6 screws up here. I've got the whammy bar out on most of these. Volume tone 5-way switch output jack, strap buttons, classic shape. Are you noticing I'm describing a lot of these the same? Because they are very, very similar. Let's see, price point wise, let's go to something else from Leo Fender. G&L is the brand he started when he left Fender. The S500 is my favorite that they make. The Tribute series are the ones they make in Indonesia. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite Stratocaster that I own, and it is not the most expensive. They have a special set of pickups that Leo developed after he left Fender, an upgraded 2-point tremolo he developed after he left Fender. Otherwise, it's very similar to what you find on a Stratocaster. Nice thick body, absolute amazing guitar for the money. We can move down here price-wise. Well, let's talk about the last Stratocaster before we get into the Super Strats, a Mexican Strat. They call them the Player Strat now. You get a lot of the hardware and features that you're going to find on a USA Strat, but a lower price because they save money making them in Mexico. Here we see, and on almost all of these, you can get a maple neck or you can get a rosewood or Indian laurel fretboard. You can get either one of those on most of these. This one has been upgraded. We've got a single, and then a Seymour Duncan humbucker. Here you notice they're the bent steel saddles on the 6-point tremolo. That's an upgrade to the classic style. 5-way switch, volume tone output jack. Everything else is similar to what we've talked about. The nice full thickness Fender body. Okay, now we can get into a couple Super Strats real quick. From EVH, the Eddie Van Halen company. This is a shredder machine, back a tribute to the 80s with the locking nut up here. It's going to lock the strings in place, and then we have a Floyd Rose type trem at the bottom. Eddie only used this pickup. These are generally here just for demo. I think some models, maybe they wire those in. This is more of a tribute guitar, the Frankie, the EVH Frankie. Check that out if you love Van Halen. If you want a huge amount of performance for a little bit of money, Fesley X has got this Super Strat that you want to check out. It is an HSS, meaning a humbucker and 2 single coil pickups. Beautiful, beautiful fretwork on a Purple Heart fretboard. a 6-point tremolo down here, volume, tone. This one is a 5-way switch also. A little bit less Stratocaster, more super strat in that body shape. Or, you know, if you kind of like that shape, but you want to move to something with 2 humbuckers, maybe consider moving over to the PRS. It's not a Strat, it's kind of Strat-like, but then the scale length is a little bit different, and it has humbuckers and a fixed bridge down here. 2 tones, 2 volumes. It's going to feel different. It's going to play different, but have something similar to that Strat shape. You got a lot of options from a little bit of money up through a little bit more money. Which one's going to make you happy? You got to decide that. Please subscribe and check out our Guitar Deals group on Facebook. The link's in the bio.